Find the 5-number summary for the data shown below. So here we have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. And we want to use our 5-number summary to describe this data. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order these from smallest to largest. So when I write down my numbers, I'm going to put 5 and then 12, and I think I'll cross them off as I go. 5 and then 12. And then the next number is 26, 31, 26, 31, 46, 52, 46, 52, 64, 66, 85, and 93. So I've ordered my numbers from smallest to largest. So in our 5-number summary, I like to start right in the middle because that's my median. And since I have 10 numbers in my data set, I know that on each side of the median, I'm going to have 5 numbers in the shortened list. So my median is going to lie halfway between the 5th and the 6th number. So what do? Well, I take the average between those two numbers to get my median. That is, the median is going to be the average of 46 and 52. So I'm going to add those two numbers up and divide by 2. 46 and 52 is 98, and 98 divided by 2 is 49. That tells me that the median for this list of numbers is 49, and that's the middle in the 5-number summary, 49. Now, the first and last number is also easy. The first number is the first number in my set, the minimum number in my set, which is 5. And the last number is the maximum number in my set, which is 93. So now I have my maximum number and I have my minimum number. Now it's those other two numbers that tend to get students the most confused. That is the first quartile, so I'll just call that the first quartile, and the third quartile. And so what's our rule? Well, the rule, according to our book, is to take the number of elements in our set, which is 10 elements, and we're going to take a quarter of that. So we're going to multiply by 1/4, or if we like, 0.25 times 10. And so when I take 0.25 times 10, I get 5 halves, or 2.5. Now, our textbook says that if the number we get is not an integer value, we round up. So because I have 2.5 and it's not an integer value, I'm going to round up. And that tells me that my getting tongue-tied, that my first quartile occurs at the third element in my set. So if I count 1, 2, 3, that guy there becomes my first quartile. 26 is my first quartile. How do we do the third quartile? Well, we do it in a similar fashion. We again take the total number of elements in our set, which is 10, and we multiply this time by 3/4, or 0.75. That gives us 15 halves, or 7.5. This is not an integer value, and because it's a decimal and not an integer value, I round up to the next integer value. And so the next integer value will be my 8th element in the set. And so my 8th element in the set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, my 8th element in the set now becomes my third quartile number, which is 66. And so the 5-number summary for this data set would be 5, 26, 49, 66, and 93.